Tonight at 10, on the eve of a 4-day strike by junior doctors in England, the NHS says it could be the most disruptive action in its history. With no resolution to the dispute about pay, there are stark warnings about the possible impact on patients.
This, in a sense, is a perfect storm in terms of the capacity of the health service. We're hearing the potential now of 350,000 cancelled appointments and operations.
We'll have the latest on the walkout. Also tonight, the mother of the British-Israeli sisters shot dead in the West Bank has died from the injuries she suffered in the attack. China carries out what it says is a mock air blockade of Taiwan, using jets carrying live ammunition. The coronation carriage, why this vehicle will make the King's procession to Westminster Abbey next month just a little more comfortable. And Spain's Jon Rahm celebrates as he wins golf's Masters in Augusta, becoming the first European to take both that title and the US Open. Hello and a very good evening. The NHS is on the brink of a 4-day strike across England. That is the biggest yet, with considerable disruption to the health service expected beginning tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock. A senior NHS leader has described it as a perfect storm, with hospitals struggling to cover shifts affected by the action because staff have booked Easter breaks. Matthew Taylor of the NHS Confederation says the strike, which runs all the way through till 7 o'clock on Saturday morning, could mean 350,000 appointments and operations will be cancelled. He's called for the arbitration service, ACAS, to be brought in, but there are currently no talks taking place. The British Medical Association is sticking to its 35% pay demand. The government says it won't negotiate until its demand is more reasonable, calling the BMA's stance militant. Here's our health editor, Hugh Pym.
I, as a doctor, don't believe doctors should strike. I think our first responsibility is to our patients.
Paul is both a doctor and a patient. He was due to have an operation on his leg last month, but it was cancelled because of the junior doctors' strike then. He's been given another date, but it's meant more weeks of discomfort and strong painkillers.
I'm unable to work, which I find very frustrating. I need help with just simple things like putting on a sock. I need assistance getting in and out of the shower. Coming up and down stairs is difficult, and I have a very limited range for being able to walk.
Camilla loves sailing and hiking.
Will strengthen even further through Wednesday across many western and southern areas. Strongest the winds probably through Wales, central southern England, 40 to around 60 miles an hour in those gusts. It will make for a rather cool day. Temperatures barely around 7 or 8 Celsius in 1 or 2 spots. But I'll leave you with something a little bit more optimistic as we go through the end of the week. Whilst there will be some rain, by the weekend next week, it should feel a bit warmer. Jane.
Excellent, Matt. Thank you very much indeed. And that is it from Matt and me and the whole team on the news at 10. Now, of course, it is time to join our colleagues across the nations and regions for the news wherever you are this evening. From everyone here, good night.